Hi guys, hi family, you're welcome to Speaking Life with Favor Napoleon. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why are people leaving Highland. Yes, why are people leaving Dublin? Yes, it's two topic, it's two, but what I'll be concentrating on will be Dublin. That doesn't mean people are not leaving Ireland. I've seen a lot of people who relocated to Ireland. They could not cope. They came to Ireland and they said that the environment is too challenging for them, first of all because of accommodation, that the environment is stressful, is I'm looking for the word to use is demanding, is expensive, so because of that they had to leave. And I even had some friends who already have accommodation and they couldn't just fit in. They had to leave, and they said they will come back. They had to go and refill their strength, refill their energy, where they can come back to Ireland. But if you are that person that is considering, should I stay in Dublin, should I not stay in Dublin, or you are planning to relocate from Dublin, or you are planning to come to Ireland and you don't even know which county to stay, this video is for you. So the first reason why people are relocating, first of all, from Dublin to other part of Ireland, first of all, is because of the accommodation. Yes, it's because of the accommodation. And it's not, there are a lot of job opportunity in Ireland. If you are ready, you just came to Ireland and you are ready to do any menial jobs, just to get body and soul together, just to keep you going, they are available in Dublin. But people tend to leave Dublin because of accommodation, because even when they get this accommodation, two reasons: one, they did not find accommodation, they are looking for accommodation they can't find. And for those who find accommodation, their basic salary is 2,000, and at the end of the day the rent age is also 2,000. So where are they going to pay all the bills? How are they going to take care of themselves? How are they going to save? So because of this reason, people tend to consider other part of Dublin, which is like 4 hours away from Dublin, 5 hours away from Dublin city, 6 hours away from Dublin city, where they can have cheaper houses, where they can stay in other places, that they can be able to get that same value of accommodation but in a cheaper rate. So that's why most people leave Dublin for other counties, because Dublin is expensive. Then another reason why people also leave Dublin, apart from the rentage, the long list that is overcrowded with accommodation and its stress, is also the traffic. Yeah, I've seen people who close from work by 5 and they have to stay back in the office till like 8 p.m. when the rush hour is gone before they start coming on. And the others will say, no, I can't stay, I can't wait. They have to jump into the traffic and they spend 1 hour or 2 depending on when they are working in Dublin, and before they get home it's already 8 p.m. And there are others who don't use cars, they want to jump into buses. In most of the areas in Dublin, there are buses, there are options of buses. There are buses, if you want to get home on time, they take shorter cuts. You pay as high as maybe probably 5 or 6 euro every day. So if you had to pay 5 euro every day to go to work and come back just for one way, just imagine how much are you going to spend at the end of the month. How much is 5 euro times 20 days? So when you look at this cost and the stress, the traffic in Dublin during peak hours, the times they don't have peak hours are times that people are not closing from work and people are not going for their lunch. So any other time apart from those prime times, the road is free. But once it's time for everybody to go home from their jobs, the whole place is jam-packed. And because of this, people tend to leave Dublin and go to other places, and they don't have to experience all this traffic, all these things I'm telling you now. So because of that, people just tend to go to all those areas where there is no competition, when there is not so much happening. They go to that place and relax and be able to go to work without any stress, without anybody in front of them. There are places you go to Dublin, you'll be the only one on the road. There's nobody dragging road with you. So this is one of the reasons why people go to leave Dublin So another reason why people also leave Dublin is because of remote work. Most of the remote work that you can do are mainly in those kind of cities where there are no much populations, and some they just, and most of the reason why people leave Dublin is also for remote jobs. They just apply for remote jobs and go to all these other areas where there's no much competition, since they don't need to come to work. So they go to the cheaper area where they can pay less, and they stay in those areas, those calm areas like Cork, Galway, Limerick, you know, those areas where they can have their peace. There they apply for a remote job and they work from home while they are still in Highland but not in Dublin, because the Dublin is demanding. So these are the most of the reasons why people go to other areas. But it's good when people come to Highland, they tend to stay in the Dublin, they tend to stay in where things are happening. But after some years, you know, people who have really experienced Highland, from the observation that I've seen, people who have stayed in Highland 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, after 10 years, after some time, they just want to go to a calm place, you know, because Dublin is very busy. Dublin is where the life is, the party, the all and all, you know. So but sometimes after they have done all this party, they've had all this life, they've enjoyed themselves, so they just want a calm. You know, the more we grow older, the more we just want our peace, you know, our quietness. So that's why most of the time we relocate to other parts of Dublin where most of the houses are separated from each other. When you see one house, before you see the other house, you have to take like 10 minutes walk, you know. So that's why most people go for, you know, relocate from Dublin. So now the question is, would you like to stay in Dublin, or would you like to go to other Irish cities or counties? Where would you like to stay? If you're already living in Ireland or you are proposing to come to Ireland, please let's hear your thoughts on the comment section. Let me know why you love Dublin, or let me know why you don't want to stay in Dublin. You want to go to other cities that are far away from Dublin. Let's hear. You guys have heard all the facts, the truth, why people are leaving Dublin for other countries. So that brings me to the end of the video. So I'll be looking forward to your comments, to your subscription. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.